We're farming about 40 suckler cows here at the moment, so about 50-50 split, 20 spring, 20 autumn, aiming to calve the autumn calves down in kind of late September, early October, just to have the cows, sort of the calves getting that bit harder and stuff like that before we house them. And we'll probably move towards more of an autumn calving system here. The system suits us. The calves are hardier. It kind of takes the pressure off disease from a winter housing point of view, and we'll probably reduce down the spring calving numbers then, based on the overall farm block here is about 55 acres. So without getting kind of over and above, it's a reasonably heavy type soil. So on the favourable grass growing years, it suits us very, very well. But when we get into maybe the more difficulties like the 09s and the 010s, it kind of can prove difficult from the extensive stocking rate. So we'll stick to around the 40 cows and maybe diversify within the system ever so slightly. Our whole animal health programme here on the farm kind of couples around from a bit of local knowledge and some testing over the years. The farm here is extremely deficient in copper, selenium and iodine. So I suppose most of the plans that we make around the year are based around those decisions. It starts for us here based on the pre-calver system, and even with our autumn calvers we're not in a position to give the powdered minerals, but we would have mineral buckets with our cows 12 months of the year here as well. And with our spring calving cows then we would feed at least 150 grams of a top quality pre-calver mineral in 2 feeds, just to make sure, because we're well aware of the deficiencies that are in the land here, and we're also trying to, from our weanings then, we have to bolus and so on and so forth, just to make sure that those mineral deficiencies are made up as well. And that coming on then is critical then from our weaning point of view as well, that we're feeding the meal with a top quality mineral included as well, to avoid those problems as well. On the whole over animal health piece then, we keep a very, very symptomatic approach here. On this, the only vaccination that we do through the whole herd is for IBR. And from a dosing point of view, we make sure that we go for a good round of ivermectin dosings across. We aim to be out here on the grass at the 1st of March. So on roughly 6-week intervals then we will put an ivermectin pour on all the weanings as a routine, and we will give the cows a summer dose irrespective of what fecal egg counts will say to that. So we will always give them a dose in the month of June as well. Coupled along with that then as well, heavy ground here as well, so we don't ever take it the chance. We will always dose for rumen fluke and liver fluke in the back end, combined with our worming and lice treatment going in at housing. So we probably usually normally go for convenience with, from a labour point of view and suckler cows point of view, we will normally go with one of the combination pour-ons as well, just from a simplicity point of view and stress on both man and animal as well. Also as well then, just pre-turnout then, we will make sure that we would do the clostridial interdiction, some of the combinations, the likes of the Tribovex or the Covexins, to make sure that we have a broad range of the clostridials covered. But by and all, we have very little disease pressure here because we keep the numbers not at an extremely extensive range. So we kind of attention to detail, the pre-calving management, and then we keep our whole veterinary programme simple then for the year. The type of cow that we run on the farm here is predominantly a limousine type cow out of a British Friesian type cow as well. So we have to aim for the lighter type of cow to compensate for the heavier type soils here, that if the weather goes against us, that we have to have the cow to suit the system that's actually in play and the land that we're working with. So we're crossing those cows, those limousine type cows, with Belgian blue bull. So we're selecting for the first couple of rounds through AI, and then we mop up with a Belgian blue bull here as well. We find the cross works well with the type of cow that we're using, that we get the compensation with the milk from the cow and the potential carcass daily live weight gain that we get out of the Belgian blue type animal. So from that point of view then, with our autumn calvers then, they'll have access to creep feed from day one, and with access roughly about 150 kilos per calf. And then they will, as we see the system here now, is that we will have the option for the calf to come in here, and they will get approximately 250 kilos then pre-sale. We aim to sale our autumn weanlings here at mid-September, with the aiming for target weights of the heifers to be somewhere between 420 and 440 kilos, and with the bulls then to be in the region of 500 to 520 kilos. The type of cow and the type of animal that we're breeding sometimes will not allow us to get into the E grade weaning, but we will always have a lot of good quality ewes or at minimum Rs, and we find then that with the compensation that we have with the additional kilos allows us to generate that minimum of €1,000 per weaning, which is what we use as the target figure for sale every year.